Hi everyone, this is Grace with GraceOnAJourneyChannelings. Welcome back to those that are returning and those that are listening in for the first time. Welcome. I hope you keep coming back as well. I also would like to share that if you are benefiting from these podcasts, and you know people in your circle that are like-minded on a similar journey that may benefit, I'm requesting that you share these podcasts, and together we will be in the energy of lifting up the vibration. And so all of us play our own role. And I thank you in advance. So the vibe I'm getting for this week and the title that I'm being inspired to use is spiritual strength. Okay? So we're going to take a look at the first pile. In the first pile, as I just mentioned, spiritual strength. So those of you that have been putting the work in, have been spending time in meditation, have been releasing people, places, and things that no longer serve you, you are benefiting from actively participating in your healing. Another card that came up for you that I find is basically in alignment with the first card. I feel that some of you are experiencing solitude. And those of you who are not experiencing solitude and looking within, realizing that your life is off balance, I encourage you, as I do every week, to balance yourselves and pencil out quiet time in your schedules, because as you do that, as you stay balanced, you are increasing your gifts, your connection, and developing your abilities to be alert when it comes to your intuition and the guidance that is being given to you. If you're not alert, a lot of the information that's being made available to you, you may overlook it. And that's why it's important to organize your lives in a manner that you prioritize. And you obviously should be part of the prioritizing. And as you do that, you'll increase your wellness, both mind and body. And most importantly, your soul, as we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Getting back to those of you that are in the category of feeling that you're in a season of solitude, I want to encourage you by sharing that your guardian angel is present. Your guardian angel is with you. Also, you are being helped with your relationships. Some of your relationships need healing. Some of your relationships need clarity. Some of your relationships need directions. Okay? You're not being ignored. You're actually growing. And if you feel that you are in some type of standstill, please understand that that is an illusion. In fact, you are recalibrating, and it is to your benefit. So I would advise you to get comfortable with the present and benefit what the present makes available to you. If it is an opportunity to recharge, to regenerate, take that opportunity and dive in. You won't regret it. You will learn the lessons that are being made available to you. You will grow, and you'll be able to share your experience along the way with others that you meet that are like-minded. And that is part of the journey, sharing our experiences and growing together. I've shared before that we are all teachers and we are all students. And so in knowing that when something benefits you, it is important that we share it with each other rather than gain information or learn about tools or skills or whatever it is, right? And keeping it to yourself. A gift is not a gift unless it is shared. So what you learn, you're being asked to share it with others at your capacity. Some of us are called to do what I'm doing, being on a podcast or writing, or, when I say writing, it could be a blog, it could be a poem. Some of us are called to make music, create lyrics. Some of us are called to work in other artistic areas like painting or dancing. Whatever it is, express yourselves. Express the goodness that you have been gifted by aligning yourself to your soul's purpose. The next card is right on target, health and healing. See, as you make time for yourself, as you live your life in a balanced way, as you affirm your gifts by putting them into application, as you spend time in solitude and introspect, you will in turn self-heal. And that obviously would benefit us all tremendously as we are all connected. Now, I decided to start using another deck of cards I had because part of my journey with you is definitely in the area of teaching and spiritual knowledge and so forth. But I cannot neglect what I know. And what I know is that reconnecting to your beloved ancestors, and I mean those of a higher vibration, is definitely key. Notice that I even gave it a moment of silence. Definitely key in us moving forward. The problem with many generations is that we are so much in the mindset of I can do it better, or allowing ego to push us forward, that we neglect certain valuable lessons that have already been learned. Words of wisdom that should continue being passed down. Obviously, if certain practices were made practices, they offered some type of benefit. And as I share with you most of the time, as I share these podcasts, is take what you want and leave the rest. Obviously, if something was done year after year, after year after year, after generation, and it did not bring any productive value, that is something that deserves to be discarded. But if it is, for example, teaching our youth to respect themselves, okay? Comport yourself the same way you do in front of your parents is the same way you should do at school, is the same way you should do wherever it is, okay? That is something that we need to continue to do. By no means am I suggesting that we need to conform in any low vibrational or negative way. The goal is raising our vibration, and we do that as we develop ourselves, utilizing our intuition, our connection with God, our logic, the philosophies we're gathering along the way, our inner standing. It's all connected. And so keep all of that in mind. So all of that was to introduce this last card from this pile. And the card is prosperity. Okay? Prosperity through connection and acknowledgement of our ancestry and spirituality. This card indicates prosperity is cultivated through forming stronger connections to a spiritual practice. Now, I feel that sometimes a point that's being made, or an inability to understand